Silent Hill at Grimm's house.
I would love to see the stuff start peeling off the walls.
Jesus Christ.
Just gonna let this happen.
Not to alarm anyone.
Actually, that should have been like the intro instead of the song this week.
Jesus Christ. That is terrifying, Grimm. I don't know how you deal with that all the time.
We should have started 5 minutes ago.
Looks like it pays off to be late.
That's why I did it.
Does it go off in the middle of the night too, like when you're trying to sleep?
Usually it doesn't go off after 9 or before 7.
Oh, okay.
What does it mean? That's an air raid siren.
What's happening?
It's definitely an air raid siren.
Mm-hmm.
Is Elmira attack still in Elmira under World War II still?
Yes.
Yes.
Volunteer.
Voluntarily.
Everyone else
Finnick.
settled with Germany. Elmira's like, no, fuck them. We're still at war.
Christ.
No, it's a volunteer fire department.
Oh.
And they're like,
Go play.
air raid. You remember on Days of Confused?
Yeah, Days of Confused.
Yeah.
Air raid, you little bitches.
I'd love to
Get
see
up,
like,
get up.
all the firemen are sitting in the fire hall and it goes off and they're like, we cannot find that goddamn button to turn
I feel like it's a crank.
Yeah, it sounds like a crank one.
Because you can hear it winding down.
Yeah. They just do it twice because their arms get tired from the crank.
Yeah. And then they just let it go and it just spins.
It spins down.
And they're like, hey, Jimmy, you got to go and stop it yourself. They do that, the new guy. And then he goes and tries to grab it and he flies around like a cartoon.
This is not a cartoon. Okay, can you please start the episode?
I'm ready.
Arm your
Oh, boy.
recordings, boys.
Are you doing the intro?
No, you're doing it all.
What the fuck?
You're going to pause for breaks and the whole
Oh
thing.
my god. There's too much stuff in here.
Yes, a lot.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
What do I say?
You know what to say. We've been doing this over a year now. Just go.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Hey.
Keep this. Keep rolling with it.
Oh my god. What's going on? It's Luke. Amanda's making me do the intro this week, and it's going very well.
Hashtag
so
the worst intro ever.
I like it.
Hey, welcome to the CoGPod. No,
Clap, clap.
So it's episode 54.
Wait, don't
I've been
clap.
told.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're not supposed to clap. God, rookie moves.
Make a mistake.
Hey, Grimm's here.
Am I?
Yep.
Yep.
Nick's here. I see him right there.
Also, yes.
He's on the right. A little lower res this week. And Amanda is here, obviously,
Hello.
making me do stuff.
Well, I can't do it every time. Like, I
mean, you
get bored
can.
of doing it every time.
You can, but all right.
Gotta switch it up.
How do I sound?
You sound great.
I don't know. I feel like
You're raspy.
a little throaty. Yeah.
Gross.
I'll
have anything to
volunteer in
drink.
advance for the next one if you guys want me to.
Yeah.
The next one's the live one,
I
so
know.
that's all you, buddy.
Oh.
That's right. I'm going to have smoke bombs and...
And it's
Sweet.
Wait, you're going to be a ninja?
Yeah, I'm going to do pyrotechnics. It's going to be like flames going up behind me.
Man, I'm excited. We haven't done a live one since St. Patrick's
St.
Day.
Patty's, yeah.
Oh, did we do
Jesus.
one for that? Yeah, we
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
Remember we had the shamrocks and shit?
We did 4 and then we just stopped.
Yeah.
My memory's
you guys
not so
hated
good.
them?
I don't know.
Well, I think we did we did Halloween, Christmas, my birthday.
No. We did Halloween, Thanksgiving.
Did we do Thanksgiving?
Uh-huh.
Christmas.
It was Gobble Till You Wobble. We didn't do a Christmas one.
Yeah, we did because we had the jingle lights.
Oh, yeah, we did. We
Oh,
did
yeah.
Christmas,
'Cause I made
your
that sweet
birthday,
background for
and
it.
Shamrock. So we did 5.
Yeah, we did
actually
5.
did 5.
We didn't do one for Grimm's birthday, and it's a freaking holiday. It's
No,
because
it's
he's
not.
He
a
didn't want
pain
to
in
do
the
it.
ass.
Made up.
He didn't want to do it.
No, it's your holiday. It's
We all
Grim Day.
drink for Grimm's birthday.
Right. And I don't even know when Nick's is because he's secretive.
It's
Secret.
I know when it
You
is.
know when
Do
it
you
is.
know? Do I-
Focus
I
up. We
do.
all know what it is.
I do.
Do you guys know?
Anyway.
Yes.
How the hell did you find that out? Oh, wait. Never
Because you
mind.
told us. Yes. Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
So I started listening to a new podcast this week.
Oh yeah.
You traitor.
Yeah, because I saw I saw rave reviews online for this one that's supposed to be similar to
Reviews.
Serial and S-Town and all that. Called, what's it called? Dirty John. It's supposed to be like a
Is that
like
really?
a true crime mystery type thing.
That is a
and you
poor
can tell
name.
that they tried to be like Serial and their like tone and the music and the way they do it, but it's not working so far. I listened to part of the first episode and like it's kind of boring and they're not fast enough with telling the story. And then like the chick they're interviewing, the daughter's voice is so annoying that I cannot listen to it anymore. She sounds like a Valley girl, or worse yet, she sounds like someone from Louisiana that tries to be a Valley girl. You remember when we used to watch Sons of Guns?
I knew that's who you were going to say.
And she's like, oh my God.
Daughter from Sons of Guns.
Like she like drag it out at the end of every
Did
word.
we ever
Like
talk
The
about
Grudge
that
right
shit?
there.
No.
But if you don't know, do you know about that show?
Sons of Guns was
No.
awesome.
Well, the dad apparently is in prison for like 2 life sentences
dad's a
because
Valley
he
girl?
raped. Yeah,
He
Like,
child
raped
molested a bunch of kids.
12 and 14-year-old
What,
girls.
in the show or in real life?
No, in real life.
But the guy
Okay.
that owned the business in the show, like the owner and proprietor of the like shop that the show was centered on and based on.
It was
Yeah.
just a shop where they built guns.
Yeah,
That's all
it
they
was.
did.
It was
but
awesome.
it was really interesting.
And they blew stuff up. and-
Yeah.
Oh, is
they
this
did
a
lot of
reality show?
explosions.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Ah, okay, yeah.
And in reality, he was a rapist.
So that's what I mean. Like it was him in real life, like playing himself, but he, turns out he's not a good guy.
No.
No.
No, not at all.
So yeah.
Anyway,
What were we talking about?
I was just talking about that podcast that I didn't like. But don't forget, I'm going to be on Cult Popture tomorrow. I don't know when they're going to put it out.
Ooh.
So anyway, next episode
I hear they
coming
put
up.
out pretty quick.
Whoa. I'll tell them you said that.
Oh, they'll hear.
So I did the torture of watching all 3 Dumb and Dumber movies
Yeah.
in one
God.
day. I did it in one sitting, as a matter of fact, and I almost killed myself.
If you guys asked me to
So
do
anyway.
that, I'd quit. Like I'd
it was
be
rough.
done. I hate those so
That John
much, except
Denver
for the
was
first
full
one.
of shit.
So listen to that
See?
podcast to hear all of my thoughts, because there are a lot.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Teaser.
A little teaser for you.
All right.
Business out of the way. CoGPod.net. Buy a t-shirt. Leave your questions, your comments. Can we put up a survey of getting like people's demographics if they'll bother to go fill it out? Do we have a way to link a survey?
We can do a survey.
If you
monkey
create
on
a survey somewhere, I will link it. But
Okay,
I'm not going to
I'll do
write
that.
the code for a survey because I am
Okay.
there. No.
lazy.
No, Survey
on.
Monkeys.
Right.
There,
Easy.
I'm
That's
sure
okay.
I'm sure SurveyMonkey even has like an embeddable one that you
They
can
do.
just do the embed.
Oh
code.
yeah, yeah,
We'll
we
do
can
that.
totally
I
do
want to.
that.
I want to figure out now
Yeah.
that it's been a year. I kind of want to gauge who all's
Okay.
listening. I think that would be
Nobody.
interesting. It's just the
Nobody.
4 of us.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, 3. I don't listen.
It's not
to
true.
This is garbage.
And like we said, we're going to do a live Halloween. The 2nd annual Hauntcast will be on Thursday, October 26th.
Is that what we called it last year? Mm-hmm. Okay.
And we don't know exactly what time yet. We'll post it on Twitter or just follow us on Twitch. It's _COG is the Twitch channel that we're going to be on. So follow there and turn on notifications in case you don't figure out what time we're going to start.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all the business.
Okay.
That's all my business this week.
What about you two? Did you do anything?
Let's see. What did I do? Well, I told you last week I fucked up my Halloween mask thing
Right.
that I was doing, so I started a new one.
Yeah.
Oh, you got your stuff.
Nope, I'm doing it a different
Oh.
way. It's
Okay.
it's burlap. That's what I'll say for now. It's burlap.
Oh,
Are you
God.
going to have it for Thursday or not by then, probably?
Yeah, I could have it for Thursday.
How
Oh, snap.
long did you keep your mask on last time? It wasn't very long, was it?
It
No, 'cause
wasn't
it
very
got
long.
too hot.
He
Yeah.
couldn't talk through it. It was muffled.
Yeah, it was like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
right.
I cut a
Tough.
mouth hole in it on the last one we did.
I remember that before we started.
Yeah.
You're like, hold on. You're going just like chopping it up.
Yeah, but it wasn't
Grim.
sufficient.
Ew,
Oh, I
what
like
is
that.
that? What is it,
Like
though?
he's got a little
Pumpkin
bit
head.
of burlap too.
Yeah.
Ew, creepy. What
Yeah.
is it, though?
I'd say it's like
It is.
a-
It's like a pumpkin
It's like
head.
an evil
Pumpkin
pumpkin head?
Well, don't
Yes,
assume he's
freaking
evil.
says.
You don't know him.
He looks
just
good.
happy.
Look at that.
He's
Look at
very
that smirk.
happy.
That's an evil smile.
Because he killed someone.
That's super duper racist, guys. Look at him. He's
Ow.
evil.
Here's my real testing.
What is that?
What is that? A piece of cheese?
It's foam.
It's a
What's wrong with
sponge?
you?
Oh, it's foam. What the fuck is
So
it?
He
cheese.
just has a block of.
It looked like Swiss cheese.
I know my fine cheeses.
Oh yes, that's foam
Straight.
cheese.
It's a fresh
Morris.
Havarti.
There is foam food now. I don't know if you've heard of this
Oh
trend.
God.
There
Yes.
shouldn't be.
Yeah, it's super foolish. But
Yeah, it's one
Is
of
that-
those weird
what do they
things.
call that shit? To where
Um,
molecular gastronomy,
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
where you go to a bar and
At a
it's like,
gastro bar.
oh, let me. Yeah.
You go to like an oxygen bar. They're like, here's your tray of air.
Right.
What the fuck? What is that?
They give you. You're like, I want a dirty martini, and it's like a vapor.
It's vapor. I'm not doing that.
Inception double side note, there are oxygen bars where they give you a mask and you breathe in pure oxygen and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's no reason for
We used to
that.
have one at our mall.
Really?
I was gonna say they had it at the mall in Scottsdale too,
no.
Oh my
like
God.
10 years ago.
That's like a kiosk. Like
I hope
Yep.
I hope they all
Center
went out of
things.
business. They did right.
Yeah.
Go out of business.
I think it had bamboo sides to it. You know,
That's
very
weird.
classy. Little stools that you can go sit on and just like hook up to somebody that had it in their nose before you.
Gross. Ew.
Oh my God! Did you guys
That's
ever?
like when I go to.
Go ahead. You
What?
first. Mine's gross.
Okay, so this one's gross too. If you ever have gone to a hookah bar, so the tall hookahs, like they just reuse it. So then you have these little plastic mouthpieces that you use to cover it.
Right.
But like that still kind of creeps me out.
So it's almost
so
like-
many mouths have been like so much breath has been in there.
It's like a black and
it's
mild
little-
tip that
it's a
they put
little
on there.
creepy. Yeah,
For you.
it's really creepy.
You thought that story was gross. You're not gonna like mine.
Oh no!
Oh, yes.
Oh
Have any of
no!
you seen the movie Idiocracy?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. You know what I'm talking about. But for those listening who haven't seen it yet, the future's ruled by dumb people. Smart people have bred themselves out. So he's getting admitted to prison. And as they go in, they do a DNA scan. And how they do it is you have two rods. One you put in your mouth under your tongue. And one that you have to stick in your butt. And he goes in there and he does it. And it buzzes instead of dinging. So the guy's like, oh, sorry, wrong one. And it's used for each person.
Oh.
Sorry, I had
Oh,
to. I
God.
don't even remember why
That
I had to
movie-
tell that. But
If you haven't ever seen that movie, go watch it.
Because we're living it.
Yeah, it's
We're
the
getting real
scariest
close.
movie in history.
I thought it was a documentary for the first 20 minutes.
It could be right
You know
now.
it's Mike Judge?
I
You
learned
did
that
Beavis
after,
and Butthead
yeah.
and Office Space? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, he talked about it at one point. He's like, I didn't intend for it to be like...
So accurate.
Yeah, to be
What's the drink that they
prophetic.
drink that's not Powerade or
Brondo.
Gatorade?
Yeah.
Brondo.
Yeah.
Brondo?
Yeah. Isn't
Do
that
you guys
Sue's
drink
dog's
water?
name?
Like in the toilet?
Like it's got electrolytes because that's what plants need. That's what they crave. That's what it is. Go watch it. It's
Wow,
really
we got
fun.
so many
Yeah, you
tangents going on right now.
It's great.
You know what I was going to tell you guys?
Yeah, go for it. Add another one.
So, in between playing Farmville, when I have to wait like 5 or 10 minutes for something to grow or whatever. Shut up. I hate you all.
Yeah.
I hear your judgment in your stares. So in between then, as a girl, I often get on Pinterest. And then I was like flipping through Pinterest yesterday and I noticed the only things that I ever put on there, Keanu Reeves, Nina Dobrev,
Yep.
desserts,
Yep.
and like cute cats.
And country house things.
Yeah, and then like sometimes a cute barn door for a bathroom. It's like the most random. There's no variety. It's just the same shit over and
Yeah.
over again.
That's confirmed girl.
Ugh.
And
Keanu just had his 53rd birthday.
wow.
Oh my God.
I saw that on Pinterest
Wow.
yesterday.
That's insane.
53rd, whatever. He's a
53rd on
y'all.
this
He's
life.
looked this right. He's looked
Easy.
the same
People get touchy
forever.
about that.
Well, they can get all touchy, whatever
Oh,
they
yeah.
want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently it's a trigger for some people who go right off the rails.
Yes.
Makes them real mad.
Man,
Real mad.
I wish he was. Change me.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Good Lord.
I love making fun of someone who knows they're never going to know they're being made fun of.
That is so not Canadian of you, Graham. No, you're not Grim.
You
Nick.
call him Grim
Jesus
and you call
Christ.
him Nick all the time. You get him confused.
I don't
Wow.
do that.
Wow.
Somebody make a
Hold
super
on, I'm
cut of
gonna
that.
go walk the flat Earth.
Wow.
Bitch.
Walk off the flat Earth.
Wow. Say it. Say it, Grim. I almost called you Nick.
See?
Wow.
I'm done. I'm leaving.
Wow.
No, you're not.
I don't do that.
Look, you're all professional with your Bluetooth, so just focus up. So
What Bluetooth? That's a toilet bowl.
it's a toilet seat. It's not a bowl, it's the seat.
No, it's the bowl.
The bowl is his neck.
So I have a question, Grim. This is the most random thing I've ever asked you. Behind you, there's a really pretty teapot. Is it in use or is it just for decoration?
Is that a teapot? It looks like a pitcher. It's tiny.
It's adorable.
Oh.
It's pretty. What is it?
It's
Describe it. Not nobody can see it but me.
Excuse me?
It almost
all
is it
can
like
see
a
it.
cream? It's like a cream pitcher, like what you would pour
No.
gravy out of.
No.
That's
is
called
it?
a, it's called a
Decoration.
gravy boat.
It's a knick-knack.
It's adorable.
It's a
Sorry,
Chinese
it looks like a
pitcher.
gravy boat. Well, because it's so little.
A pitcher you would
These.
pour gravy out of.
Oh my God! Please stop. That's very loud.
What was that?
We had those in high school.
Those are
We all had
Benoit
those.
balls.
Two of them.
Yeah, they're for stress release.
Did you ever watch Archer?
Yes.
Remember the episode when the guy's name was Benoit, and every time he'd say balls?
Yeah.
Benoit balls.
I didn't get that joke.
That's what they are.
Is that what they're called?
Balls.
I know that they're balls.
Oh my god. So, yeah, Nick had a good week.
Jesus Christ.
What about you, Grim?
I was playing with my balls all week.
Grim's just busy playing with his balls.
All week. Day.
Yeah.
I actually had bronchitis, so I was getting over that.
Well, I'm glad you're better and are able
I'm
to
glad
drink.
that you're better. I felt like shit all week too. I had the low carb flu, which apparently is a real thing.
Yeah.
When you start keto or Atkins, like the first few days.
Did you not believe people when they told you?
Well, I did Atkins once before and I didn't get that sick, but this week I got really sick.
But did you think they were lying to you?
No, I just didn't think it was
She
that
thought
bad.
she was better than
well, because
them.
I felt bad like the first time for like a little bit, but it wasn't as extreme as this time.
She's like, you guys are bitches. I can handle
well,
this.
no, I have a really good immune system, so
See? Superior.
whatever. Anyway, so that happened, but I'm going to say low carb is the best thing you can do if you're trying to lose weight quickly. Because like in 5 days, I've lost 10 pounds.
Oh my
It's very
god.
fast.
I feel like that's unhealthy.
Oh,
There's a disclaimer that Amanda Bertho is not a doctor, and
Oh,
her
yeah,
views do
definitely
not necessarily
say that.
reflect the views of CoGPod or any of its affiliates or hosts. Thank you.
now sponsored by Atkins bars.
Well, I'm just
works
gonna
for
say
me.
I like bread an
Yes.
awful lot, so
Oh,
I do
it's
too.
so
It's
good.
torture. It's almost as bad as exercising. It's what I said online, and
Almost
I say it
as
all
bad.
the time. But I'd rather not have carbs than have to work out.
I mean, you got priorities.
yeah.
I like
I'm just
delicious
saying.
things.
Yep. Oh, you know what? We found out, was it this week or last week that we started watching this show Fresh Off the Boat?
I think last week.
Okay. Long story short. So there's this comedian that I love that I quote all the time named Ali Wong.
Yeah.
And her special on Netflix was called Baby Cobra.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
I
she said
saw
on
that.
there, you saw, okay, so she's one of the writers for this show, Fresh Off the
Oh,
Boat.
it's gonna be good.
And we started watching it, and it is amazingly funny. It's like the Goldbergs, but in the 90s. So like when we were kids,
Yeah.
rather than like a little bit younger than
Yeah.
us.
And it's a Chinese family that all the kids were born in the U.S. And
Yeah.
they're like in their early, like
12 and like,
Yeah, like 9 to
9 and
12,
8 or
something like
something. And they moved from DC to Florida.
Florida.
And it's just like freaking hilarious. But the best thing about it is the music. So it's all like hip hop and 90s R&B, kind of like slow raps and the jams from back in the day. And I'm like, man, because every time I watch it, I'm like real into it and singing all
Yeah.
the words to all the songs. So I'm like, I need to make myself a 90s R&B playlist to make my life feel better.
I think it's called a mixtape.
I knew I need to make myself a mixtape, but on Spotify
Yeah.
with all the 90s songs.
It's-
If you
the
wanted
reason
to, could
it's
you go out and
Spotify.
buy a tape now? Could you go out and buy one? Is it
If
even
there was still a
possible?
Radio Shack.
I mean, probably not go out and buy one, but Amazon, I'm sure, has
Oh,
them.
okay.
I don't know if they do anymore.
Oh, they do.
I don't know.
They have everything.
Earth
Fake
thing?
Nick has a bunch of floppy disks.
Why?
Wow.
That is
a
personal.
whole, like,
The little ones are
container
the
of them.
big, like the B drive
5 and a
ones.
quarter?
The little ones, not
the little ones.
not the
A's.
floppy ones, the hard.
Those are the hard floppy ones.
I saw this meme picture, and it said, "You know you're old when your son picks up."
When you
an
call
old-
them meme pictures?
Yeah. Right. Okay. I'm
No,
old.
I saw this
I
too.
am old. I am old.
Nick posted this on Facebook. It's hilarious.
Yeah, where when your son picks up an old floppy disk and said, "Oh, you 3D printed a save icon."
Yeah. That's a good one.
Oh, they don't know the struggle.
No.
They were real. The struggle was real.
And then people are like, in the comments of stuff like that, they're like, "Oh, that's what that's supposed to be." Like, yeah, that's what it is. It's a save icon.
This is really going to
Idiots.
probably tell my age, but when I was taking computer class typing in school, you would be using a program, and halfway through using it, at no apparent reason, you had to take the disk out, turn it over, put it back in to continue. Like,
Yeah, we had to do that.
kids, you don't know what you got.
Now flip to side B is what it would say.
It's good stuff.
Whatever program we were doing. We started typing in like 5th grade, I think.
I think it was like, yeah. Well, I think we actually had typed in class in like 7th grade for us, but we had computers. I remember in the library in elementary school. And then
We had computer labs for ours.
there was one that had in like 3rd or 4th grade that had Oregon Trail. We've talked about that.
We had a whole lab full of the Apple computers that had Oregon Trail and Snake on them, and we would get a free period to go and play games in the computer lab.
Nice.
I remember for years.
When I was
Sorry,
a
go ahead.
kid- Nope. Doesn't matter anymore.
Aww.
You ruined it.
Aww.
How's the progress for Oregon Trail coming along? Have you started making it yet?
It's done.
He's looking at Nick. Oh.
It's done?
Wow.
Nice.
That was quick.
No, I'm waiting for Grim to
Wanna
tell the
play.
story because I really want to know now.
No, there's no story.
God damn
It's
it.
gone.
Grim, did you ever play, also in that same lab, we had Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? Did you ever play that game?
It was a show.
No, but did you play
Also,
the
he
game?
found her one day.
Like on the floppy disk? There was like, that was a real floppy disk though.
I remember that game.
That was a fun game.
It was
I
a
loved
trivia-
it.
it was
You
a
would get
trivia
clues and you would have to get the answers right to figure out which country she was in and stuff.
It was a sneaky teaching game.
I remember Snake.
Yeah.
That's all I remember.
Oh, okay. Well,
Cheeto remembers.
what the hell was that?
It's the cats trying to get into the
Oh,
laundry
there was a
room.
ghost in here.
It's Tito.
You always think it's a ghost.
Ghosts
It's
aren't
never
real,
a
man.
ghost.
Oh. Okay.
It could be.
But what if it is? Me and Nick,
What
but
about,
what if
what
it
about
is?
Oregon Trail?
Every time the closet door opens or is open that has the coats in it, it's a fucking ghost. Every
That was
time.
the other house. That was years ago.
I know.
I'm talking about it like it's recent.
That happened to here too.
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Could be a ghost. That's all I'm saying. It's that time of year.
That's true.
Ghost has its period.
And it's Halloween.
Yeah.
Or October.
Hey, maybe it's a period ghost. You know, like from the 1800s.
Jesus Christ. I can't even stand
I
you.
don't even know.
We have some questions, don't we?
Yeah.
Hey, my name is Jeb, and I'm a rancher from Oklahoma. And when I'm not eating beans and coleslaw, I'm listening to the CoGPod.
Now, Grim, you go.
What? No, I'm not reading this shit. You read this shit.
Okay.
Luke's going to read the questions.
Who's this
time
from?
around.
Turd
That
Ferguson?
one, the first question is from Scott Newman.
Oh, that's easy.
Yes. I
Scott-
just didn't write his name down.
Scott Newman sent a question.
Matt Damon.
If you remember, he was the one that wrote Bray Road.
Oh,
that we read.
he was the author.
The author.
The author.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so being a big horror fan, I love being in the theater and laughing at audiences' reactions to scary moments. So I ask, if you all could go back in time to the first showing of a classic horror movie, say anything before 1990, which movie would you want to see just to see audience reaction to some epic scary moment? Like Alien, Halloween, Friday the 13th, etc. Was that good? Did I do it?
What year did Scream come out?
Later than 90.
Damn it.
That was like 96.
Okay.
95.
Because I have a real vivid memory of going to see Scream when it first came out in the theater with Ross. And so the first scene where Drew Barrymore gets her guts cut out.
Guts.
Everybody is screaming and freaking out. And Ross and I are laughing hysterically. Like we looked like serial killers in a sea of terrified people.
Do you remember that show on Nickelodeon? Guts?
Yeah.
Do you have it? Guts.
Anyway, what 80s horror film would you go back to just to like watch the audience reaction?
Wait, when did Jurassic Park come out? Was that 92?
Is that a
I
horror?
wouldn't really
movie?
call Jurassic Park a horror
No,
movie.
but the audience reactions are probably epic. Because,
I would
he
say-
they do eat people.
I want to see people's reactions the first time they see Jason. Because he was pretty terrifying.
Okay.
Or Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Leatherface. Oh my God, y'all, I had a dream the other night that I was being chased by Leatherface, like legit. And people are dropping
Did he
behind
turn around and
me.
hug them?
No, he's getting everybody behind me, just knocking them one by one. I'm like, oh shit. And I could feel the pain in my body from running because I'm out of shape.
Yeah.
And I was like, please God, just let me make it to the door. Just let me
She was
And I
tripping
was
people.
like, no, I didn't trip anybody. I was just hauling ass. He was right behind me. I get to the door, but my arms were too jelly to even like turn around and shut the door because I was so tired from running. But then I woke up.
Yeah. It's good.
So that's the kind of shit I dream about. Leatherface chasing me. Anyway.
I know what your last thoughts were. It's like I
What?
wish I had exercised instead of going on the Atkins diet.
Oh, God dang it, Nick. Well, I
Isn't
guess you
that-
make a valid argument.
Isn't that rule 1 of Zombieland?
Yeah,
It's
cardio.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Grim. So what movie would you like to see people's reactions to if you could go back?
Child.
I was going to
Oh,
say
that's
that
a good
one.
Fucking Chucky.
God dang it. That was actually like in my mind. I'm like,
That's
he's
a
gonna
really
say
good
that
one.
Shit. I know it.
Nick?
If I could, I wouldn't do the movie. I'd go back and watch the reaction to War of the Worlds when it was on the radio and everyone thought they were being invaded. But if
Like
it's
the actual radio play.
Oh, because
Yeah.
they thought it was real?
yeah, people
Yeah.
were going nuts. That would have been awesome. But if it had to be a movie, I'd go back to like when the first Blair Witch came out because a lot of people thought that was real too, myself included.
Oh, yeah. Because that was like one of the first found footage type movies.
Yeah.
Blair Witch got me the
I
first time
don't
through.
think that was before 90 either, but we're going to remove that restriction. These are classics.
That's a classic,
Yeah,
I would say.
I'd say Scream is also kind of a classic.
War of the
I
Worlds,
mean,
definitely.
clearly.
Yeah, well, that obviously.
What would you pick, Luke?
I'm going to say Jurassic Park
Okay.
because even though it's not like a horror movie, it definitely has like jump scares and people.
No, I had the complete
Like,
opposite reaction.
People have fear of being eaten alive by.
Whenever they fly in and you first see the dinosaurs, that first scene, I teared up. I got so excited
Well, yeah.
to see how lifelike the
That's-
dinosaurs were that I was like, verklempt.
See, that's why
that reaction is what you would have
That's
seen.
why that movie hits you so hard because it's like, oh man,
You want to see them for real so bad.
and it's it seems they get you and you want him to be good, and then they
Raptors
turn
are
and-
just bad. Cue Grim Raptor noise.
nope.
Do it.
He won't do it
What are you
now, I guarantee it. He won't
Damn
do
it,
it.
And
Grim.
raptors are so much
You
smaller.
had your chance.
Oh God.
What chance? I don't know what we're talking about.
When I said raptor,
I think you're all
it was
crazy.
perfect.
You're crazy.
There's no
You missed your
raptors
cue
here.
that you've been waiting for 54 episodes.
I know, 54 episodes. I haven't said the word raptor.
I'm pretty sure we've talked about raptors before.
Okay.
Come on.
Now, if you said pterodactyl, I don't know.
Oh, there you go.
That's not a pterodactyl.
Yeah, totally.
Pterodactyl.
All right. Next one we got.
Right. Oh, it's from Colt Popshire.
Yay. This
If
one
I-
came from Instagram.
Okay.
Just as a side note, follow them on Instagram.
Thank
They
you.
just started their Instagram, so they need new followers.
Ah, okay. If I ate myself, would I get twice as big or just disappear completely?
So, if you start at your feet, because you kind of have to eat your limbs first, you would expand quite a bit, but then eventually you would bleed out and die. So I think that you would stay the same size because you could only get, You know what I mean? Like you're eating the same things you're putting back into yourself, so you're not going to get bigger or smaller.
No, what happens is
Oh.
you get like halfway through, like down to bone, and then you throw up and pass out and die. And so you're like 3/4 of yourself.
I don't think you would get that far. I think you would pass out from pain or blood loss.
Yeah, both.
All that. Nick, you're the expert.
You're the expert.
Well, if you're eating someone else, no, just kidding.
No, you have to be eating yourself.
Well, I figure you wouldn't have much time, so you'd have to go real quick. But let's say you could do it, like you're immortal and you can do these kind of things. I think you'd be the exact same, but inside out.
That's what I said. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Grim.
Well, you see, you just cut off limbs and cauterize them
Okay.
and go from there.
And
So
then-
you're
you
taking
just
your time.
disappear.
You're taking your time.
So your belly
You disappear.
So okay. I feel like this has happened in an anime at some point.
Not that I
Like-
know of.
See, this sounds like something Gluttony would have done in in what was that one?
I don't know.
The
Wow.
brothers.
Alchemy.
I don't
Yeah,
know what you're
Full
talking
Metal
about.
Alchemist. Yeah,
Full
thank
Metal
you,
Alchemist.
thank you. Yes,
Jesus Christ.
You obviously know which one I'm
We
talking
were
about.
just letting you flail about for a bit
You
there.
troll. You're such a troll. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Next question.
Next question. Let's see.
It's from Laz.
Lazarich the Lich asks, maple pecan or pumpkin spice? If neither, favorite coffee flavor?
Does he mean just for fall? Because pumpkin spice is a fall thing.
Not necessarily.
So just favorite.
All year. Anytime.
Which one of those do you want?
Neither of those. But if I had to choose maple pecan. But favorite coffee flavor in all is just regular, like French vanilla.
Boring.
I know I'm boring. I'm boring. But that's my real answer.
Maple pecan all day. Have those options? Hell yeah.
Sounds pretty good.
You two should be euthanized.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Whoa.
Are you that passionate about pumpkin spice? Are you that much
Yeah.
of a basic white girl?
Have you got your Uggs
Yes.
on?
No, basic white boy. I have my pumpkin beer.
Oh, that's awesome.
Is pumpkin beer pumpkin spice beer, or is it just made with pumpkins?
Yes.
Both?
Both.
Okay.
We almost lost everything because he just triggered
God dang
all of the lights to
Finnick.
flicker by standing on the
Stinking
freaking
cat.
one power strip that's powering this whole rig right now. So
I have two power
I had to go
strips.
back there and get him. Sorry.
One of them would, the computer would probably be
Jesus
okay, but
Christ.
the internet wouldn't be, so we would lose you.
That's important.
Yeah.
Fucking cats.
All right, Nick, what do you got? I mean,
You're like a coffee nerd now.
Yeah. But I like the types of coffee, but you're not going to like how I like my coffee.
okay.
I like it left over the next day cold.
That's fine.
As
And we
bitter as
talked about
possible.
this.
I don't put sugar in it. I don't put milk
Do you
in
put
it.
any flavor at all?
No, I like gross coffee.
Just plain.
I like
so
gross
weird.
coffee.
You probably like gross, like natty light too.
I don't know that they have that up there.
The what?
Beer.
It's
Gross-
called natural
gross
light.
beer.
It's gross.
Yeah, I've pretty much
Don't drink
decided I only like
Labatt.
whiskey for booze, I think. So,
Whiskey.
Whiskey.
yeah.
God damn it. Yeah, that happened.
That's me. I
Okay.
like gross coffee.
Well, you're weird and gross, and
That's
Thank
fine. Everybody's allowed.
not even a little shot of maple syrup in there for
yeah,
Canada.
weird. No. Put some Canadian bacon in there and hot pot it.
Stir it in. Gross.
Stir it with my moose antler.
Oh yeah.
Set it on my beaver tail coffee table.
Sounds like a lodge. Do
Yeah.
you live in a lodge?
Yeah. All of Canada's a lodge. Don't you know
Oh.
anything?
It's one big lodge.
Yeah. It's like Bjorn's place. That was nerdy
Bjork.
as fuck.
Who's Bjorn?
Bjorn.
Lord of the Rings.
He's a wildman from the Hobbit. Anyway, all right. If you could live in any fictional universe, what would it be? Oh, this is from Cake Wolf.
Okay.
What would you be? Superhero, killer, what? Killer, Pokemon, etc.
So if you could live in any fictional
I'm bad at asking
universe.
questions, man. If you could
Well, it's
live
got
in-
like a couple things going on in it. Okay, so any fictional universe, what universe, and then what would you be a superhero killer Pokemon?
I would be a superhero killer Pokemon, yeah.
I can answer this
I
one.
would be Okay, go ahead, Nick.
The universe of Once Upon a Time, and I am the Dark One.
That doesn't land with me.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know? You don't
It's a
know
TV
this?
show, right?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. No one knows this? Fairy tales are real, but they were banished to the real world under a curse.
Okay.
No.
I know. I've heard
No.
of it. I've never actually seen it.
It's a popular show.
Yeah.
This is a girl show,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
on, I think it's on ABC
No,
or
it's
Just
something.
for
secret
men.
shame.
It's for men.
No. No.
Men don't like fairy
I
tales.
love
I
it.
like fairy tales.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
I like manly
I
fairy
like
tales.
Harry
listening to
Potter
fairy
is the
tales while I'm
closest.
on
Grim
my way to
Adventures.
lunch. And
Manly fairy tales. Like the Big Blue Ox and what's his name?
if you watched it, you'd like it. It's got Robert Carlyle in it. That's all I have to say.
Who's Robert
I
Carlyle?
don't know who that is.
You do.
We- We are just failing on you right now.
Who is Robert Carlyle?
I missed a bit of business. We're hiring 3 new podcast hosts. So if you'd like to
Oh.
apply, send it to questions.
So sorry. We have disappointed Nick to like the hardcore extreme.
We must go
So-
You failed me for the
commit
last time.
ritual seppuku at this point and
So I would be a superhero
dishonored you.
if I could be
Right.
a ninja or a vampire.
I don't know
Superhero
what- I don't know
ninja
what any
or
of that is.
vampire.
What?
I don't know what any of that is.
And not in like a particular universe.
You can't be a superhero ninja vampire.
No, I don't want to be both. Like if I could be a
That's 3 things.
superhero ninja or a vampire. Yeah.
She wants to be Genji.
Oh,
Yeah.
my. Okay.
or that or,
Oh,
or
I'd
the one
love
from
double
G.I. Joe.
jump. Snake eyes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Or his brother.
What?
Man, I am bad at remembering
Yeah,
stuff today.
your memory is gone. It's because you've been outside literally the entire day.
I know. I've walked like 17 miles today.
Your watch
goodness.
is wrong.
It was
You need to get that
9.
thing
It said
checked.
9. It's 20,000
You did not
steps.
walk that far.
I played 2 18-hole courses, all right?
That's not even. Okay, so what? Answer the question.
Grim. I have to go last. I asked it.
I don't play house.
What does that mean?
It means he doesn't play pretend worlds.
Oh. But you play Pokemon, and
Monhun.
I don't know what you're talking
would
about.
you be Link from Zelda?
No.
You like Zelda a lot.
I'd be Zelda from Zelda.
Yeah, the hero. Zelda.
Pretty Princess.
What?
What?
That's actually my nickname at one of the stores.
Zelda.
Pretty
I work at.
Princess.
No, Zelda. So when I corrected the owner, actually, his wife actually corrected him and was like, "That's the girl." And then he's like, "So should I call you Link?" I'm like, "No, it doesn't sound the same. You have to be."
That's funny.
Luke?
He didn't answer the question, but that's fine.
I did.
That's as close as you're going to get, probably.
That's
Yeah,
a
it's
grim.
true.
It's a grim non-answer
That's
that you
true.
should be used to.
I'd be a wizard.
Of course you would.
Shut up.
You're a wizard, Lucas.
Yeah. Because they can do magic.
That's true.
Yeah.
A great big hairy homeless man could lure you away from home easy, I feel like.
That's right.
You're like,
You're a wizard, Harry.
come
You're
in
a
my van,
wizard,
we'll take you to
Lucas.
Hogwarts.
Pick a stick. What?
Pik-A-Stik.
To be your wand.
That's the name of the store. That's the name of the wand store that Amanda opens. Pik-A-Stik.
That's got to be the name of the episode, too.
That is the knockoff wand shop around the corner
Yeah.
in the
It's like
bad
the
alley.
Dollar Tree version. Pick a stick.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
Harry,
that's
you
so
can go to
funny.
Ollivander's Wands, but if you can't afford that down the street, this is where the Weasleys
Where all
go.
the,
It's
that's where all the
Pick a
Weasleys.
stick.
Oh, I can just hear Malfoy taunting them. Where'd you get that one? Pik-A-Stik?
Pick a stick. You suck.
I don't know why he went country Texan bully.
This is the most funny thing that has ever happened in the history of the world.
Please stop.
Fucking
Please
pick a
ask the
stick.
next question. Luke.
Pik-A-Stik. All right. Oh my gosh. I think a follow-up to that is once you decide what you want to be, What horror icons could you beat in a fight?
No, this is completely separate. He just sent in 2 questions.
Oh, I mean,
But anyway, what horror icons could you beat in a fight?
that is a broad question, man.
I don't think I could take any of those guys except Chucky because he's a doll and I just break him.
I mean, you just get a gun and
Because he said his examples were Freddy, Jason, Leatherface, Chucky, like all the ones we
all
already
those are
mentioned.
just people, and you just shoot them when they come at you with their melee weapons.
Freddy gets you in your mind thoughts
Well,
when
Freddy,
you sleep.
for sure. Okay, that's a different.
Leatherface has a fucking chainsaw.
Gun beats
But
chainsaw.
you control your dreams. Jeez.
What?
You control your
Yeah.
dreams. Just wake up. You always wake up, don't you?
Usually,
Well, so far.
got a pretty good track record
Until
so
Freddy
far.
shows up, I guess.
That's right.
I don't think I could beat any of those guys, if I'm being real honest.
Honestly,
I think I would die pretty fast.
All the other ones, if I had a gun, man, come on,
Maybe.
melee weapons.
Jason doesn't die from guns.
Well, then what the fuck?
Well, and Freddy,
I would say any of the actual people.
like people you could? Okay.
If it was a like they're gonna kill me or I'm gonna kill them fight, not like a hey let's fist fight. No, I would lose that.
Yeah.
But if I was like the guy in a movie,
If you
and
bring
they're
a
trying
gun
kill
to a
me-
machete knife, then yeah, you're going to win.
machete knife, yeah.
I mean, a machete fight.
So you think Chucky because he's a doll?
Yeah, just stomp on him.
I mean, that usually worked in the 80s movies when the women in their 90s tried to stomp on Chucky.
Did
just
they
like-
do that? I
you
don't
just,
remember
like,
the
crawled up
movies
their
because I
leg.
was terrified.
Yeah, it's like
I
a
was
spider.
really scared of Chucky, so I wasn't allowed to watch it.
I mean, I am picturing, I don't even remember seeing the movie, but that sounds like a scene in an 80s horror movie. With
I was
a doll.
allowed to watch like Hellraiser and Freddy and all that, but Chucky scared me so much that they wouldn't let me watch it.
Yeah.
Because I was already scared of dolls before Chucky, and it just was really
Dolls
bad.
are creepy as fuck.
Puppet Master is what started it.
Oh, yeah, that one's spooky.
Ooh. I watched that at like 3 years old. I don't know what I was thinking.
I don't think you were thinking at 3. You're like, look, dollies.
I might have been 4, but either way, it was way too little. Nick, would you be able to beat these guys?
Yeah, I could beat any of them.
Yeah. Nick's scarier than all of them.
Yeah.
We just don't know what he does yet.
I'm sorry, just the sheer look
I
of
know, he
confidence
didn't even
on his
hesitate.
face is just...
I got a special
Yeah.
power. It's like a gigantic ego.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something
I
else.
thought he was going to say something else.
you gigantic something else.
We all thought.
But,
And
That's
Grimm's
what
not
I'm
scared. He's
talking
got
about.
double swords.
Yeah.
Double sword action for Grimm.
oh, I have like
Yeah.
7
Yeah,
or 8.
like right now.
Yeah. They're all under his sweater
So ready.
currently.
Okay, next question.
All right. Okay.
So Lazarus sent in the next one, and this was because he was like, well, since Cake Wolf mentioned it, he wants to know if you were a Pokemon, what type would you be? And yes, you can be a dual type.
Eevee.
I don't know Pokemon.
What type?
Yeah.
Type. Not
Yeah,
a
what
Pokemon.
type?
Type. Like damage type. Like, would you be fire, grass?
Shotgun.
I don't know the options.
You know what they are, Nick. You play fucking Pokemon.
I
No,
don't know.
I say, oh, there's a dog thing. I catch that. Oh, there's a fish thing. I catch that. When it comes
He doesn't.
when
He
it comes
doesn't
time
gym
to gym
battle.
battle, it chooses for me. I just do it.
So yeah, I'm not going to go into all
dark.
like weaknesses and strengths versus. There you go. That works. I think you'd be like Dark Ghost.
Dark Ghost. Man. Dark Ghost Man.
That's not real.
That's my
it's
Pokemon
made
name.
up.
Dark Ghost Man.
Yep.
I think I'd be a fire one, but I don't know anything about them. so.
That works.
I have red hair. It's
Yeah.
the only thing I'm going by.
That's usually how they pick them in
Oh,
Pokemon.
okay.
Really, it's like what do they look like?
good a
That's
guess
what they
as
are.
any, I guess. Did Grim answer? What did you say
No,
you would
not
be?
yet. Not yet.
I
Okay,
didn't
go ahead.
say
I
anything.
guess.
Sure, you can guess.
Grass dragon. Because you're a lizard.
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
Poison.
No dragon.
I get strong too in my head.
Nope.
Just
Just,
poison.
poison.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Straight up poison. Did
Yeah.
you say yours?
No.
What'd you pick?
Poison fairy.
God.
Yeah,
That sounds like a
you're
certain
pretty-
kind of bar.
Yeah.
God bless it. Ugh. The poison fairy.
Yeah.
Serve a lot of martinis there. Jesus Christ.
Apple teenies.
Apple teenies from the Poison Fairy. Please stop. Okay, next question.
It's
Oh, that would
down
be
the
a good
street from
title, too.
Pik-A-Stik.
The Poison
Apple
Fairy.
teenies from the Poison Fairy.
No, yes. Answer the question. Don't skip it just because you hate Nic Cage.
No, that's not true.
Okay.
All right, I'm a Ghost Rider fan.
Does anyone like
Well,
him?
apparently not Lazarus.
I like him half the time. Maybe a third of the time.
So he said he's a Ghost Rider fan, but
So when
not
he's
Nic
dead?
Cage. Who's your ideal Ghost Rider?
If you got to pick a Ghost Rider,
Uh-huh.
I don't really know much about Ghost Rider besides the awful Nicolas Cage movie. That's all I know about it. And that was like literally the second worst movie I've ever seen in the history of all time.
Yeah,
All the Dumb and Dumbers were 1,000 times better.
that's pretty good.
It's that bad.
So, like, an actor.
So what's the story with Ghost Rider? So I can kind of figure out who he should be. I know his head bursts into flames, but what are his powers? Like, what's
did he
the
make
story?
a deal or something where he had to be
Like a deal with the
the
devil.
Grim
or
Reaper,
something like that.
basically? See, I don't fucking know. That's why I was going to skip it, because I don't know shit about Ghost Rider.
It's okay. I don't know Ghost Rider, but I know Ghost Rider.
Rider? Yeah.
Writer.
Yeah.
With a pen.
What's that?
You don't remember that
Mm-mm.
show? Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Weird.
Never mind. Go look it up.
Just
sometime.
awful. That was...
It was a bunch of kids in New York City or something like that solving crime
Ah.
mysteries with the help of their
Oh,
special
wait a
ghost
minute.
friend.
Oh,
I
wait,
do
that
know
sounds
this.
familiar. Actually, that does sound familiar now that you said
Is
it.
this a Goosebumps?
Watch the intro sometime because it's
Was it from
horrifying.
the 80s? Like, it's really old,
90s,
isn't it?
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
So
from
if I
the
had
90s,
if I had
I'm
to
pretty
pick,
sure.
I would say Keanu Reeves. Because he's all over my
Cop
Pinterest
out.
page, so I
Cop
gotta
out.
just support him no matter what. He goes in everything.
Nick Cage reprising his role
No.
to do it again. But, like, not a sequel, a reboot
He's
featuring
either-
Nick Cage.
I can't understand it. It's,
It's
like
a
that
do-over.
episode. It's like that episode of Community where they try to figure out whether
Yeah.
he's really good or really bad, and then his like mind explodes
Yeah.
trying to figure it out.
If anybody in history would do that to a movie, being like, all right, let's reboot the franchise
But literally the same.
and do
just
the same
do-over.
guy, it would be Nick Cage. He would just do it again.
And it would be either great or awful.
Yeah.
There's no in between with him.
Yeah. I liked The Sorcerer's Apprentice.
It's like Con Air, Matchstick Men, and then Wicker Man,
But
and like
National Treasure
awful-
is like
National
Oh, yeah.
Treasure's up
So
here,
good.
but then he'll do another one that's
Raising Arizona was up
I
there.
didn't really like that one.
oh,
As a classic.
Pay the Ghost. That was good.
I don't know that
I don't
one.
know that one either.
Oh, you should
Was that a
watch it.
Canadian
It's good.
movie?
No, Algeria.
Sure.
Oh, there's one I really liked with him in it that everybody hated. I think it was called Drive.
Oh,
Maybe.
Amber Heard. With Amber Heard.
Maybe.
I loved it. Everybody hated it. So
Oh.
it's hit or miss with him.
Oh
He's
God, we're going down a Nick Cage
crazy.
rabbit hole.
Yeah, we
guys.
don't need to go that. We do not need to go that
See,
route.
this is why I was going to avoid the question.
Okay, we're done with
Jesus.
it. We're done with it.
Laz, get out of here. Okay. God, we have a lot of questions. Are we
No,
doing all
this is
these?
it.
Okay.
This is the last one.
Oh, okay. Morpheus says, I'm not interested in summoning the dead.
I don't know where this question came from. Just
this
as
sounds like a
side note, I
reply
don't
to
know what he's-
something, but
It does.
No, I looked. There was nothing he was replying to. Go
It's
ahead.
just a preface.
Okay.
I'm not interested in summoning the dead.
I'm not interested in summoning the dead.
But are there summoning spells for pizza, chicken wings, and PSN codes? Could you teach them to me? Thanks.
So he wants recipes and PSN codes is what he wants.
Summoning spells are not recipes. That's
Oh.
ordering online for pizza and chicken wings.
It sounds the same. Like a recipe.
It's
is
like
I mean, you're
Summoning
putting in
spell.
ingredients and you mix it together.
I guess.
I mean,
You know what? You guys are right on that, I think. And PSN codes, yeah, the summoning spell is you put in your credit card number
you just need to become a hacker.
or put in your credit card number on a
Morpheus,
magic
just-
thing
no.
called the internet.
Just send us your credit card number and we'll get them for
Yeah, we'll do
you.
that.
we'll cast those
You can
spells.
trust us. You can trust us. Yeah.
I don't really have any good recipes to give him for chicken wings or pizza.
No, not for the. I mean,
That's what he's
I can get you the number to Domino's,
No, not Domino's.
Pizza Hut,
Gross.
Wings Pizza and things.
It would
Buffalo
be
Wild
magic if
Wings,
someone could get a
Wingstop.
McDonald's pizza. I'd pay for that spell. Those were awesome.
A McDonald's pizza?
Oh, God, no.
What are you talking about?
They used to make pizza back in the day.
No, they didn't. Nick.
Yeah, they did. Very
McDonald's has
briefly.
tried everything once. They've
Yeah.
tried it all.
They were the
I've never
best
heard of
pizzas
this.
I've ever had.
You are a liar, and you were a child when you ate them, and you thought, these are the best things I've ever had. And then they
wasn't
were
that
awful.
much of a child. It wasn't, well, I've been...
Well, I forgot
When?
you've been.
Wow.
I forgot you're like 200 years old, but
Yeah.
When did they do
I
pizza?
don't know, 90s, mid
I
90s.
don't remember
90
that at
something.
all. Oh.
There's two of them that still do it.
Texas. What?
What?
Yeah, there's two of them that still do it in the U.S.
Oh, I thought there were
That's
going to be some crazy
madness.
newfies or something.
I'm gonna have to
that do
look up where they are. Check it out.
Fantastic.
The Fat Habit says it's toe trip. Stupid toe trips. Stupid fats toe trips. Toe trip, toe trip.
Okay, so you know how I read, or actually I didn't read. I listened to Dig 'Em, the story by Isaac Thorne that he acted.
I reckon.
He acted out. Yeah, he was like, I reckon. So he sent me a signed paperback book of like 11 of his mini stories. I told you guys, right?
Right.
So I didn't have a lot of time this week to read, so I read just like the first short one. I'm going to read them in order so I don't get confused, even though I don't think any of them have anything to do with the other.
No, it seems like
They're
kind of
just
like
random little short.
Well, a lot of authors do. I mean, King has a lot of collections like that.
Yeah, but I don't know if they're related, so I'm just going to go in order just in case.
Okay.
So the first one is called Because Reasons. And I start reading it, and for some reason, like you don't find out until a ways into the story that the main character is a chick. So in my mind, I'm hearing the main character just like he voice acted Dig 'Em, like all burly and like from Oklahoma or whatever. And then it's a girl, and I'm like, now I don't know what to do because I've already voiced the whole thing in my head.
See, he's teaching you a lesson about assuming things. That's what you get.
But it's really good. It's
I bet it
short.
was intentional.
Maybe he's trying to mess with me. He said that it's going to get like acted out like on a mini.
Nice.
And he gave me the actress's name, but I forgot to write it down.
Is it Ashley Birch?
No.
Charlize Theron.
No.
Why
But I'm
not?
going to keep reading the rest of his stories and
Okay.
tell you guys more about him. But I highly recommend you can get his stuff like e-books or you can get a paperback. The other thing we were going to talk about is Nick and I both watched The Babysitter
Mm-hmm.
yesterday or something because not together, but just both on the same day
randomly.
because everybody keeps talking about it. And it's like the highest trending thing on freaking Netflix right now. And I'm like, okay, let me check this out just to see what the hype is.
So is it all marketing?
You know, okay, here's the thing. I don't know. I can't decide if I loved it, like, hardcore, or if I hated it with a passion.
So is it the Nic Cage of movies?
Oh.
A little bit.
Hold on. I want to hear what Nick has to say.
Nick, you go first, because I don't know yet.
I had
What I'm gonna rate
super
it.
low expectations for this movie. It
Right,
started off and
yeah.
I thought, oh, here's another low budget piece of crap, which happens frequently in horror movies. But once it actually got going, which took a seemingly very long time, I loved it. I thought it was awesome. It was like straight out of the 80s Burbs kind of feel to it. You remember the Burbs?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was very Burbs. That's
Yeah.
true.
That was a funny movie.
That's true. What was funny to me is I was kind of the opposite. Like the beginning that was kind of stretched out where they were just introducing the characters, the little boy, and he gets beat up a little bit and he picked on, and
Spoilers.
the babysitter, you meet her and she's gorgeous or whatever. And they have like a good chemistry and a lot of fun together. I was enjoying that a lot. And then when the killing starts, I'm like, this seems like it doesn't go together. Like the two didn't go together. It was like two halves of two different movies.
Maybe that's
can
kind of
see
what they
that.
wanted to be.
Oh, it also
You
had
know,
a
it's like-
Scott Pilgrim thing too, by the way.
It
With
was very Scott
on-screen
Pilgrim. Yes,
effects
yes.
sometimes.
Yes, it did.
Oh,
It did do
weird.
that. It reminded me of Scott Pilgrim, but it had a lot of. So you remember the Asian girl from Pitch Perfect that had like no voice?
Yeah.
She was so she was in it. Bella Thorne was in it, the redhead chick that's been in like everything lately.
Right.
I didn't know the star Samara Weatherly or Weaving or whatever her name
I think
is.
you said.
But she looks like a blonde Denise Richards 40 years ago.
Kind of. 40
She does
years.
to me anyway.
That's rude.
Denise Richards is getting old, bro.
Bro.
But the little kid was really cute and sweet. And, like, the deaths were really cool. And it was fun. So I guess I liked it. It was unexpected. I'll say that. It had a lot of humor, too.
Yeah.
There were a lot of funny parts.
It was
and the
mostly
guy that
funny,
plays...
I'd say, but very
It was
gory.
mostly funny. It was a horror comedy, very gory. But the guy that was like the jock was also on Vampire Diaries. He's the one that kind of looks like Tom Cruise.
He was the best character, by the way.
Yeah, he was great. They were all actually pretty good.
Yeah, they were all
the
good, but
characters
his
were good.
character was really good.
Was awesome. He was
Yeah.
really crazy. And then the little kid's mom was the blonde sister from Lost. I don't ever know actors names. I just know what they've been in.
know.
But anyway, it had a lot of people in it.
Mm-hmm.
Most movies do.
Whenever I got done, I was like, I guess if a movie surprises you and you're laughing and it's really gory and unexpected, like, I guess you kind of want that because everything's so predictable nowadays.
Yeah.
So I guess I did
Well,
like
maybe
it.
that's what they were going for, that a different feel, because
It was very different.
nowadays it seems like you can predict everything. You see the whole movie and it's like the cliches that they're building up the suspense and doing this, but like in real life that's not really how it happens.
That's
right?
true.
If
It
they're-
does just
it's
all of a
like
sudden bust
all
out.
of a sudden everything's normal and then chaos, you know.
That's true. It's more realistic, I guess.
So maybe they did it on purpose also.
So you rate it first, Nick. Like, would you recommend it and what's your
man.
rating?
I'd say 7 out of 8, so I definitely recommend it. I mean, my scale's on the
say-
generous side all the time, but
It's Canadian scale.
I would say because of how different it was very entertaining. 7 out of 8. I'll agree with that.
very good.
Would recommend.
Wow.
Yeah. I agree with that. I was going to go see...
Tito recommends it
Tito
as
also
well.
recommends
Yeah.
and endorses this movie. I was going to go see Snowman. So that's the one with Fassbender in it. right?
Robot Fassbender.
Robot Fassbender is in it. And it's like a serial killer scary movie, but the guy like looks like a snowman or leaves
No, I
a
think
snowman
he
at his
leaves-
murder sites or something to
He
do with
leaves their
snow,
head like,
whatever.
as a snowman.
Whatever.
That
It looks kind of weird, but interesting.
Suspense. It looked, I don't know why, but it kind of reminded me of that. Shit. What was it called? There was a serial killer movie from the probably late 90s. I think it had Ashley Judd and was it Samuel L. Jackson?
Along Came a Spider.
Maybe.
It's the only thing I know Ashley Judd from.
I had the Beholder. I don't know. I'm bad at scary movies.
But it seems like it's
But I
going
had
to be
the
a
same feel.
it's going to be like a slow burn
I shouldn't
type
have even started talking.
horror film, right? From the preview. We were
it
going to go
does.
see it today, but we didn't get
Seems
to
like
it.
a thriller, suspense,
Psychological thriller.
like 7.
Like, not X-Files.
What's in the box?
No, not even like that. It seems different. I don't know. It's like a murder mystery type thing.
Yeah.
Serial killer, whatever. So maybe we'll go see that next week.
Yeah.
Geostorm comes out.
God, why?
I'm so excited for
Why?
it. I'm hyped.
It looks so
No.
bad.
It looks good. I want to see it.
Uh,
Shut up.
it's like Dante's Peak meets Armageddon meets all
They
these
Armageddon.
crank
Deep
out
Impact.
these movies
I
like
know.
these natural
Armageddon's
disaster
terrible.
movies. There's a new one on Netflix. Netflix.
Netflix.
Netflix every
On
8
fleeks.
minutes. So
That's true.
That's the really nice Netflix. It's on fleek.
Netflix.
Good Lord.
So tomorrow, Luke and I are going to go to a chili fest
Yeah.
with
I'm
a
so
PF because it's in
jealous.
Pflugerville.
Yeah.
Pflugerville Chili Fest.
Remember
with a
we told you about
PF.
this town?
They do
I love
this
that
with
name.
everything that they do.
Pflugerville.
So there's like it's a chili festival
Chili
with
Puffest.
vendors and then a car show and a jalapeno eating contest all in
Wow,
one.
could you sound any more country when you said that?
I'm just telling you the lineup.
Jalapeno eating contest.
They shuttle you out there from the high school. Like it's so country.
It's a real suburban thing.
If
It's
I ever
really-
went to a jalapeno eating contest, I'd put him at a goddamn business because that's like
Yeah, you
the
would.
heat level of water.
for you for sure.
Yeah, no. I'm just gonna eat a lot of chili. That's what it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna be like, man, this shit sucks. Mine's better, and make my own.
Yeah, you
I
should
think
have
yours
entered the
will be better.
contest.
Actually, it's
Oh
very
man,
Yours
Nick,
good.
probably will
you've
be.
made mine.
I've made it like 3
You just
times
take
now.
your own.
Yeah.
It's so
not
good.
You know what? Maybe next year.
You should do
after
it.
we test them all, I'll be like, I can do
Because
this.
it's real cheap. There's free parking, free entry, $5 for 10 tastes. Like, I mean, that's pretty
Taster
cheap.
cups.
They're little taster cups, but still, you can get full on that. And then Sunday,
Where's my
a buddy from
saltines?
your disc golf group is in town from California.
Yes.
So y'all are going to go play?
Yeah, that's the plan.
How many of y'all are going?
I think 3 at least.
Oh, okay.
One of the other guys got off work also.
Nice.
And so 3 of us from the group are going to meet up and play.
Nice.
That'll be cool.
Maybe we'll finally watch a movie on session 8. We haven't done it in 7 years.
Whoa. What's going on, guys?
I don't
It's been a
know.
long time.
I don't know. Every single week, like one of us has a conflict last minute, and so we just
I'm
cancel
always
it.
busy. You may as well say I'm probably not going to be doing it. So
Okay.
It's been such a long time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Sure.
Mhm.
Anything
Called
else?
Foreplay / Long Time by Boston. Well, what was that? Is that my cue?
No, that's supposed to be
that's your
him doing crickets. but that's
royalty-free
not at
crickets
all.
again.
Those
Peep,
didn't
peep,
sound
peep,
like.
peep.
Those were peeps.
That's about as good as you making. the
Yeah.
noise
How's that
on
go, Nick?
Nick, do the raptor.
I
That's not
don't know. I can't do it. I can't do it.
no.
On that note, I'm leaving
Oh,
because I feel
you offended
Wait,
the
hold on.
lizard.
I'll call him
Luke,
back with a
so offended
raptor
and
noise.
triggered.
That's not it at all. Oh my god, that is.
Look, he's turning
terrible.
around. He's coming back. It totally
Jesus
works.
Christ! All right, Luke, wrap us up. Take us home.
Raptor us up? All right.
Raptor us up and take it home.
All right, that's it. I did it.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, no. All right.
Rate and review us
Credits.
on iTunes.
Credits rolling.
Everybody's.
If you want to go to the CoGPod.net and look at stuff, you can find us there.
Good job.
I didn't prepare for this.
Cool.
All right.
Everybody say goodbye.
Bye.
She totally took it over.
Join us on Thursday. Live show.
I'm
Live
never
show on
coming
Halloween.
back.
Yeah.
Bye.
Doing it live. Bye.
You suck.
What are you Weasleys doing in here? You belong down at Pik-A-Stik. Oh, yeah, I should probably stop this thing.